irritated enough at the beating they've been giving him. He wanted to dish out a little bit of it, but you're right, Davey. That'd have been the time to go for the tag on the King. Bill being held down by large Terry Gordy. And Dundee undergoing a very unpleasant fall as Gordy and Hayes, living up to their notice coming in here as one of the top international tag teams. Tag on Hayes. Dundee trying to break his way through that time, but Gordy got him from the front. Here comes Lawler. Lawler pegs him. Knocks him right off the ring apron, and he's telling the referee it was 2-on-1. Dundee, meanwhile, being held on the ropes. And from the outside, Gordy pasted him one. Billy popped over in a body slam again. And as Dundee rolls out of the way, Hayes misses a dropped elbow, but Bill can't make it to the corner once again.
5 minutes gone in the second fall.
5 minutes into that second fall of action. First fall went to Gordy and Hayes. Dundee drives him in the corner. Tries to turn to go back to the corner where Lawler is. And Hayes successful in heading him off at the pass. Bam! Nailed Gordy from behind. By Gordy from behind. Oh, yeah! Billy nailed him hard with that foot. Coming to the corner and tags the King. Here's the exchange. Lawler in. First time. Slams those heads together. Lawler suplex. Takes big Terry Gordy over. Count of one. Gordy kicks out. Right over the shoulder, down, and he stomps with the flat of the foot, nails Hayes with the elbow, and turns his attention back to the legal man in the ring, Terry Gordy. Gordy and Hayes now feeling a little of the wrath of the King, with his partner, the Superstar, getting recuperated. Lawler hanging with an arm bar in there on Terry Gordy. Well away from the corner where Michael Hayes is trying to get him over for a tag. Lawler may have been guilty of using a hair. There's a tag on Dundee, and Billy coming back at him. Hayes starts to come in. Dundee off that rope. Once again, and big Terry Gordy down on his back as Dundee now picks him up for a body slam. Again, Dundee coming back one. Bill thrown off after the count of one, and Gordy does get to the corner and makes a tag on Michael Hayes.
Great.
Dandy, Dave. No doubt about it, using fist, and the referee tells him, break it up, break it up. Tag, Dundee once again in. Sunset flip, 1, 2, 3, he got it. All right. One off.
Oh, yeah. Boy, the tide turned there when Lawler got in finally after they had kept Dundee in for about 3 or 4 minutes of that first fall. But when they got in and they were able to get their offense going, boy, the King and the Superstar really cranked it out there, and good timing. They got it 7 minutes, 53 seconds as they had good exchanges going for them in there.
Gordy examining the lovely face of Michael Hayes that took some shots from Lawler and Dundee. And from one fall up, they are now no better than even, just the way they started the entire thing, Dave. Gordy and Hayes started off in great shape. Gordy spun behind Dundee, nailed him with a broad arm, put him to his knees, and they continued to hammer on Bill Dundee. a long time, as a matter of fact. They kept, as you so accurately pointed out, one of the things that they did was keep Dundee away from the corner where Lawler was, so that there was no way in the world he was going to get over there and tag out on it. And they kept him in there. They kept pounding on him for almost, what, 6 minutes or so, something like that.
It was at least four and a half, I recall, and a long time.
And finally, Bill shook loose, was able to get over and tag Jerry Lawler, and Jerry came in very fresh. He was frustrated. I was watching him over in the corner, trying to get out, leaned, hollering to Bill.
Halfway down the apron.
Yeah, he was trying to get a tag out of it. Couldn't get in there, and when he got a tag coming in, he really came firing in firing. One of the things that is an earmark of this team right here, we're talking about Lawler and Dundee, is that ability to recuperate. And Dundee out there rolled out. He was in tough shape at that point. But he came, when Lawler tagged him back, he tagged him back, and Bill came in there with an absolute abandon, man, and he really went at it, and he was doing his share. Came off the ropes a couple of times, and a little here and there.
In the first fall, everybody, and especially Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee, learned that the team of the Freebirds is for real, as we mentioned. They are a tough tag team. In the second fall, I think maybe Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy learned that King and a Superstar were real too, because they really came back at it.
Yeah, that's for a fact, and they were down in the second fall too. Billy was hurt, and hurt to the point where it looked like Gordy thought at one point that he had 2 straight falls real quick in there as they went on it.
Good point. That's going to mean it's back to like nothing ever happened. It's 1-1 now, so this third fall is going to be for all the marbles here.
Well, we'll check our time and see if we've got the time for a third fall. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is take time out, and we will be back in just a moment.
Page full of action coming up around the Mid-South. Tonight, and Lawler on their way in. Dundee jumps into the ring.